Hello and welcome to MayfairPrestige's YouTube channel. Behind me here is our Edition 1 G63 that you saw in a previous video. And today, someone said to me that it's getting near Christmas, and if you wish hard enough and dream hard enough, your dreams come true. So I'm dreaming of a G Christmas. Let me have a dream, quick. So, Christmas dreams really do come true. Here we are again at Mercedes Chelsea. The guys here at Mercedes Chelsea are the best. So if you're ever thinking of buying a new car, come and see the guys here at Mercedes Chelsea. They really look after you. When one G-Wagon isn't enough, and I know we did the collection video for the Edition 1, and I had to go and buy myself another G-Wagon. So here we are, a brand new G63 AMG in, again, a fantastic spec. So I'll go and show you around the car. I spec'd this car back in April of this year. So 2018 April is when I put the spec in for this car. And I didn't want to go standard black, so this is platinum black metallic. I really like the colour, and you can't really see it in this light, but it's got a lot of fleck in the paint. There's some real sparkle in this paint colour. I've got to show you this. This carbon steering wheel option. Everyone should get this. It's such a good option. I know I do watch a lot of my friends' videos, Archie Hamilton. And I know his friend did spec that carbon steering wheel, and he really goes on about it. But I spec this in April, and I spec the carbon steering wheel, so I also know what I'm doing. But I really love this interior. The beige and black is so nice. Look at the back seats. I just think it's so classy with this spec. I've got the key. Let's get in and get this thing back. Mercedes-Benz build the best products. I love Mercedes. I love the AMG GTR. I love the G63. They just build such great cars. Honestly, this is just the best place to be in. As 4x4s go, and in this weather where it's freezing and cold and the ice and everything's coming, what's better than to have the best G-Wagon 4x4 off-roader that money can buy? I have to say, this carbon steering though is such a great option. It really is such a great touch for the car, and it feels really good in your hand. And it's got these Alcantara bits on the side. This is a really nice car. So if you're ever thinking what to buy yourself for Christmas, call these guys at Mercedes in Chelsea and buy yourself one of these G63 AMG, or better still, give me a call at MayfairPrestige and let me buy one for you. Okay, so let's head off we go. And this carbon steering wheel is absolutely amazing. Look at it. It's got the Alcantara side bits. Oh, it feels so good in your hand. I just think this is such a great specable option. It wasn't cheap on the spec sheet, but I had to get it. And I did put this spec in very early. I do love looking around. Oh, here it is. I was looking for that. That's the Auxilary Heater as well, which I spec. This comes under what's called the winter package, which is quite an expensive option actually. You'd be surprised how much this little thing costs. And this gives you the ability to be able to turn on the heater in the car before you get in it. So if it is really cold and you know you want to get into a nice warm car, you can set this so the heater comes on, and then when you get in the car, it it's already nice and warm, which is a nice option, especially for the next few months in London. So there we go. I was looking for that when I picked up the car, and I've just found it, so that's a nice thing. I know I mentioned in the last video about how well this car drives, but honestly guys, I've driven a lot of cars, and I've driven a lot of the old G classes, and people out there that own the old G class, you got to get rid of it. You got to sell it, you got to trade it in, you got to do whatever you do. This new G-Wagon is so different to the old one. I mean, the problem is people look at the car and see that it still looks like the same box on wheels as the old one, and obviously they're not going to expect much more than what the old one delivered. But this is such a new platform, such a new car. It really is just unbelievably good. The old one, you know, let's be clear, drove a bit like a tractor, and this one is just smooth, efficient, fast, comfortable. Everything about this car is so much better. The old G was like you either loved it or hated it. I mean, I actually didn't mind it, funny enough. There was something a bit cool about the old G and the way it drove. It was a bit more industrial, and I quite like that about the old G in a funny sort of way. But this new G though, I mean, is phenomenally good. The old one wobbled about and didn't feel as stable as this one. This one is just absolutely stable, solid, makes a great noise. And the improvement of this new engine, this 4-litre twin-turbo engine, Mercedes use this a lot, and I know why, because I think it's got to be one of the best engines out there at the moment. Oh, that's my phone. Maybe it's somebody wanting to buy this car. I know in the last video that we did when we picked up the Edition 1, we talked a lot about the car, so let's talk about something else that's a bit un-car related while we're driving back. A good friend of mine told me about this new phone, and I thought, because my phone just rang, I thought I'd share this with you. It's just a thought I just had. I've had an Apple iPhone for 10 years, since the first iPhone came out, and I've just changed over to this new Google Pixel 3 phone XL, because he kept telling me how great this phone is. And let me tell you something, the phone is amazing, don't get me wrong. This new Google Pixel 3 phone XL is an amazing phone. But Apple really don't want you to leave. Oh my God, do they make it complicated to get your stuff over from one phone to the other. iOS to Android does not like each other. Apple try their hardest not to allow you to leave. So any of you guys thinking of going from Apple to Android, just be prepared to have a good couple of hours of screaming at your computer, screaming at your phone, and wondering why stuff that you think is simple to port over is really difficult. So, but I have to say, this new Google phone, he was a bit right. It's amazing, because I'm not really a big fan of this new iPhone X, and that's why I didn't want to upgrade to it, because a lot of my friends have got it and I've used it, and I'm not a massive fan of it, but I've got this new Google phone. It was just ringing in my pocket now, but it's really, really good. So completely un-car related, I just thought I'd share that info with you, that 2 days ago I was tearing my hair out trying to port all over my stuff over from Apple to Android. But anyway, we'll move on from there and get back to the car. So only 30 miles on this car. I love a new car. Nothing like picking up a new car. There's something really special about when you buy a new car. I mean, it's great to buy a car, and I sell a lot of obviously nearly new cars and second-hand cars, but I don't know, it's like buying a new phone and you're taking the wrapper off. You know that feeling when you take the layer off? It's the same as when you buy a new car. I like to be the first person to actually drive the car. It's a great feeling. So I hope you guys one day experience that. And obviously, being at MayfairPrestige, I'm lucky to have bought quite a few new cars. So it is, the feeling never gets tiring or boring. It still feels special. And this was my Christmas wish, so I'm really happy with my purchase. I love this car. I haven't Bluetoothed the phone to the car, and my phone keeps ringing in my pocket. So whoever that is, I apologise. I don't really want to get the 3 or 6 points and the fine for answering my phone while driving, and I haven't actually Bluetoothed it to the car, so I do apologise if that's an important call, but I will call you back. I just saw that new Bentley. Did you see the new Bentley? I really like this new Bentley, the Continental. I think they've done a really good job with this new Continental. There's two cars that I think I really like at the moment. And I really can't wait to see one in flesh, is that new Aston Martin Superleggera DBS. I think that looks incredible. I'm not a massive Aston fan, but that really looks great. And I really like the new Bentley Continental. I think also looks really good, and the interior of that car is amazing. So there's two more cars I'm looking forward to getting in the future. Okay, so we're fast approaching Mayfair Prestige headquarters. It's a pleasure to pick up another brand new car. I'm really looking forward to using this car and enjoying the car and spending as much time as possible in this car, because really, out of all the cars at the moment, especially in the 4x4 market that's really heavily saturated, this is number one. Well, maybe number two, because the only other one I really want to get my hands on is that Cullinan. Cullinan, I'm coming for you. I've got to get me one of those. That Cullinan is the business. Forget the price, it's cheap. Whoever thinks those cars are expensive, they got it wrong. That Cullinan, wow. So that's the one I'm looking forward to. But so here we are back at Mayfair Prestige. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and we'll see you again soon. What are we having for lunch? Thai food. Yummy. Platinum black metallic. Ooh. Ah. I wish for a new G. I wish for a new G. I wish for another new G.